but there is no way that I'm rooting for somebody to no-hit my team, to have a beautiful record where you weren't even able to accomplish a hit in this game or a perfect game. No way I'm rooting for that moment to happen against my team. And that's why this fan base is soft, Kevin. There are a bunch of people out there that were rooting for that moment to happen because they were like, oh, at least we get to see some history. Come on, you got to be better than that, Rangers fans. You got to be out there booing this guy right up until the last second. And then after it's all said and done with, you can say, all right, congratulations, tip of the cap to you, but don't ever come back here and try and do that again. And you know what? I think the Rangers players should be upset about it too. We got no hit. We got freaking no hit today. Can you believe that? That's how bad it should feel, and you get no hit like that.
Wow. All right.
They came back and scored 3 the next day.
Did they win, Mike?
They were winning.
No. Mike?
No.
They didn't win.
Well, they tried.
Cory, I know you're not cheering either way. Is there a particular score in which you think more people would cheer? Like I know it was 3-0, but it's not like it was 8-0. Or would you cheer if it was still 1-0, knowing that one hit right there could have like been the game tying run? Like, what is the score where you would not cheer for? Let's say even the other team had a perfect game going, but it was only 1-0. Would you cheer for the perfect game then?
No, not against my. What do you not hear? What are you not understanding about this, Kevin? This makes complete sense. It makes complete sense that I'm not cheering for it at all because I am competitive and don't want to be defeated. So that's why I always have that idea of hope going on there. But at the same time, that is embarrassing. Like, that's the biggest part, is I don't think that, like, whenever you see it on national headlines, you know what people across the country that look at the Rangers are saying? They're going, oh, yeah, the Rangers stink again this year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they just got no hit. That seems like it might happen another time. Like, that's the part that I don't like about it. It's frustrating. And then to see, you got Tavares is hitting like .80, Guzman's hitting like .60, and then you got a 100 going up from Tejada. Like, those are the guys, not Guzman necessarily, but those two guys are the young players Mike's talking about that you want to see be the building blocks of the future, and they can't get hits.
Okay, I've got text
and then
messages.
On top of that, Kevin, A.J. Preller's the GM of the San Diego Padres. You got Jurickson Profar getting pictures taken by Yu Darvish out of there at the ballpark, and they're like, oh, everything's okay over here, look at us. And then on top of that, their coach was within our system, their manager was within our system, and we said, we're hiring somebody else, and now look at how good his team is.
Okay, I got texts to infuriate everyone and then one to cheer you up, Cory. From the 972, in that situation, I'm cheering. I wouldn't if it was the Yankees, but for a first-time no-hitter for a franchise, that's cool. From the 214, I won't cheer for it to happen, but I will cheer that it happened. From the 903, guys don't even pitch complete games anymore. That deserves a cheer. And then, Mike, for you, from the 903, I've seen 3 no-hitters in person. And then,
that
Cory,
guy's a lucky guy.
For you, for the 817, no, you don't root for a no-hitter unless you're a fickle fan. Sounds like a bunch of fickle fans.
I will tell you, I almost always root for a no-hitter after 6 innings.
Okay, what if it was 1-0? And it was a perfect game, but you're only losing 1-0 to your division rival.
Let's just take this out a little bit further. And the Rangers are 30-60 for the year. That's their record.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm rooting for the no-hitter.
Okay.
If the Rangers are 60-30 and 2 games ahead of the Astros for first place, I'm going to root for us to get a hit and to win the game.
Even if it's a perfect game that you might see?
Even if who's pitching? Is it going to be like a historic perfect game or like a guy like Mike Bass?
It's Justin Verlander.
I might want to see the perfect game.
Awesome. Cory, did you hear that?
It's just one game out of 162.
So mad.
Hell, Mark Cuban's just talking about we sit guys half the time. What's the problem?
Cory looks so...
I don't understand
it's
this.
just one of 162.
Yeah,
tonight,
but at the same time, I don't want to lose that night. Like, I don't want to be rooting for my team to lose
either
that
until
night.
history started happening.
There is another thing I did want to ask about this, Mike, because you've discussed limiting pitchers going into this season, and even Woody was like, yeah, we've given a lot of thought to this, and Musgroves goes out there and pitches the complete game, finishes a game off, and was it 107 pitches? I think remember.
107 or 111. It might
yeah,
have been,
so
but,
it wasn't that many, but it was a lot. That's a lot considering what you were discussing going into it. Were you surprised that the manager was like, hey, you know what, we're going to keep rolling you out there, or was that the promise that they made Blake Snell early on whenever they tried to get him over there? Was, we will never pull you out if you're hot.
No, I would say that if I have a no-hitter after 7 innings and I haven't gone over the 100-pitch limit, I think for history, you have to go after. I mean, he's a San Diego native. He's going to be remembered now forever that he threw the no-hitter for the Padres.
Okay, I got one more really quick for you. The Rangers are 99-61. The Astros are 98-62. And Clayton Kershaw is now pitching for them. He has a perfect game, and if you lose, you'll be tied, but you will play again in the finale of the regular season. The Astros are winning 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th, and Clayton Kershaw has a perfect game.
Doesn't he already have a no-hitter?
But now he's got a perfect game with 19 strikeouts.
Oh. Well, if he doesn't get the strikeout, I don't want it.
You know what I'm telling. You know what? If I'm sitting front row next to the kid that's going up to the plate with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th or the top of the, I don't care. You know what I'm telling that kid? If I'm sitting in the front row,
better get an effing hit.
Wreck it. That's what I'm telling him. Wreck this effing thing right now. I don't want to see this happen. Not on my field, not right here, not to you guys. You get the one hit that's going to make him feel imperfect tonight. That's what I want.
I hope that happens, and I really hope that Ranger coming up, his last name or first name is Ralph.
That would be amazing.
And you can just keep yelling, wreck it,
Corey's going to
Ralph.
freak out because the announcer's going to go, can Ralph mess up this no-hitter? And you're going to be like, no, what are we doing?